Good morning. It's time for a morning meditation. I would ask everybody to just take a moment and get grounded wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. Let everything that is external from you just slide away, slip away, as you just take a breath and bring the attention to your body. As you relax into the chair that you're sitting in, or you might be laying down, whatever it is that you're doing, just get comfortable and pay attention to your body perfect. And breathe in and breathe out. Knowing that each breath takes us deeper into that center of peace within us, that place of quiet, that place of relaxation. God is, I am, you are. Each of us has an individualized connection to this thing that we call God. Allow your breath to take you to that place where you experience and feel God. Breathe in, breathe out. And this morning, as we're settling into this meditation, recognize that this is the beginnings of spring, with new life coming forth from the old, leaving the old behind and bringing the new in. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Imagine a world where our collective imagination and creativity can help us do anything that we want. Breathe in, breathe out. Tap into that imagination within you. Let the tendrils of it stretch out from you as they seek new beginnings. Breathe in and breathe out. Allow those tendrils to go out into the community, into the world. Gently, ever so gently. Breathe in. Breathe out. Allow these tendrils of your imagination to seek out that which is new, that which is different, that which is affirming. I am, God is, you are. Breathe in, breathe out. God is, I am, you are. Take a deep breath and breathe in love, breathe out peace. Breathe in prosperity, breathe out abundance. Breathe in joy, and breathe out happiness. All of these collective thoughts going out into the community, making it a better place, a place of good, a place of peace, and a place of contentment. I invite you now to come back to your body, to realize where your feet are placed, your hands are placed, and as you are able, just slowly open your eyes and come back to the here and the now. And breathe in and breathe out. There will be about a 10-minute break between the meditation and the service. I invite you to join us for the service at 10:30. Thank you.
Hello. Welcome. Apparently, I was muted, but I was having such a good time, so I'm happy to do it again. So, good morning, Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living, and welcome to our virtual service. Yes, we're fully virtual today, completely virtual, because as of yesterday, February 28th, we have cleared everything, and I do mean everything, out of the Alexander location and moved it to 2404 San Mateo Place, our new location. We had an amazing and incredibly giving and tenacious crew that were working so hard for weeks, but yesterday they worked from 8:30 till 5:30 in the afternoon. And what you saw when you didn't hear anything were slides of what it looked like when we went and rented it. Are you playing them again?
Nope, I'll be playing it again.
All right. But what it looks like, that's the old space. I mean, after we rented it, when it wasn't our space. So to see what it looks like now, you've got to join us next week, live, personal, online, wherever you are, to see the new center. So, and if you stop by at any point during our move, you know that there was an incredible amount of effort that went into the success of moving. And that is why our volunteer of the month is the amazing Crystal Kleinhans. Her vision and her leadership and her ability to pack a truck and sheer determination were evident throughout in so many ways. I affectionately now call her Wonder Woman, because she accomplished things that no mere mortal could have achieved. So thank you, Crystal, and congratulations on being Volunteer of the Month. So we will be opening Solid Grounds in our new location this Friday, the 6th of March, and you don't want to miss it. It'll be at our new location, like I said, at 2404 San Mateo Place, and we'll be featuring our special guest, who is the amazing Jessie Powers. She's coming to us from Ohio. She's traveling across the country. She's stopping off in many churches along the way. I know she's in Northern California. She's going to be at Agape International, and she's just amazing. So you don't want to miss her. And she sent us a special video that's coming.
The sooner you let go, the sooner you make room for something.
Not a public silence. I'm picking you out.
The sooner you let go, the sooner you make room for something.
Okay. So clearly sound is not our forte today, but the beautiful thing about technology is you can find her note to us on the website, on the Solid Grounds website at solidgroundsabq.fun. And she's amazing. She's amazing. And so join us next week at 7 at 2404 San Mateo Place. Okay. And finally, I think if you haven't done this, put it in your calendar. You don't want to miss next week's celebration connection service. It will be amazing. It will be different. It will be new. It will be where? 2404 San Mateo Place. Write it down, put it down. Meditation will begin at 10, and the community connection will follow at 10:30. So I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Robin. All right. Well, I want to apologize for the sound because that was me. So I am very happy to welcome everyone. My name is Gil William Olmsted. My pronouns are he and him, and I'm the spiritual director. And I'm exhausted, along with several other people from the center from yesterday. But we're done. We did a great job. So the thing I'd just like to say is welcome to everyone who's here. We're really grateful that you're with us. We want to anchor our main things that we hold to each week. And so I just want to go through that and remind ourselves that what we talk about in New Thought, we talk about in Centers for Spiritual Living, is the fact that there's only one. There's not a duality. There's one God. There's one life. And that life's known by many different names, many different ways of expressing it, but it's still the one. And we also affirm and know that our thoughts are creative, meaning that we can think our way into or out of a lot of different things. And we talk a lot about possibility. And when we know possibility, it's different than we know what's not possible. So that's where our thoughts make a huge difference. Thirdly, we know that it's all love. So it can't be anything other than love. So whatever it looks like, whatever it feels like, we know that somewhere love is happening, because that is what Spirit's essence is. And because that is true, we also know that each one of us must be whole, perfect, and complete. So there's nothing missing from you. There's nothing missing. There's nothing to be fixed. We are just here as emanations of the one life. So, having said that, I just want to thank you all for being here this morning. I'm very excited to have Reverend Kamatara leading us this morning in our message. And we are going to now have an opportunity to hear our opening song with Susan Clark. So if you're ready for that, we're going to put her on.
Hello, Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. It's your Director of Musical Inspiration at home, making a video for our online service on March 1st, which is coming up here. Hello, Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. It's your Director of Musical Inspiration at home, making a video for our online service on March 1st, which is coming up here in a couple days. So I picked out a song by Karen Drucker, and this is called I Will Be Gentle With Myself. And I chose this because we've all been so busy and working so hard to get out of our old space and into the new space. I know it's been very stressful and just a heck of a lot of work. So this is a reminder that now we can kind of sit back just a little bit and be kind to ourselves and thank ourselves for everything we've done to make this move possible. Very exciting. baby child. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. And I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. And I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself. And I will love myself like a newborn baby child. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself. And I will love myself like a newborn baby child. I am gentle with myself. I am gentle with myself. I am gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I am gentle. I am gentle with myself. I am gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. And I rock myself. And I rock myself like a newborn baby child. And I hold myself. And I hold myself like a newborn baby child. And I love myself. And I love myself like a newborn baby child. Thank you. I'll see you all soon at 2404.
Good morning. Let's do a quick evocation here to remember that we are whole, perfect, and complete, and that we are one with Spirit. We call upon Spirit to be here, not because Spirit is not here, but because sometimes we forget. And so we call upon Spirit, we call upon our knowledge to know that Spirit is here with us in all that we do today, that Spirit is blessing this wonderful service. And I give thanks for everyone who is here virtually with us today. I give thanks for the technology that allows us to do this together. I give thanks for everyone that put energy into this. And I also want to reiterate the great thanks for people that have helped us move from one setting to another. We are in transition. And I believe that many of us feel that we are in transition. And just let us know, and I affirm that this is exactly where we should be. We are moving from one place to another, and we are moving to the new. It is perfect to be doing it at this time when we see little crocuses coming up in buds on the tree. And so knowing that we are all blessed, that we are all together, that we are one, knowing all of that,
please say with me, and so it is. And I want to continue with the reading today. And the reading is from our Guide for Spiritual Living, Science of Mind magazine for February. And it's from the guides, the daily guides that are written by Reverend Raymond Anderson. And the first part I will be reading is by Ernest Holmes. How much life, abundance, goodness, truth, and beauty can we mentally entertain? This is the measure of our possible experience. This is the mold of acceptance. The infinite fills all molds and flows forever into new and greater ones. It is the unborn possibility of limitless experience. We give birth to it. That was Ernest Holmes, and this is from Reverend Anderson. What in your life today do you see as impossible? Better health, radiant joy, unfathomable love and connection, that book you want to write, or song you want to sing, or knowing world peace. Just for today, sit in the energetic space of what your life would be like if you knew this were possible. Don't do anything. Just be with the energy and daydream about the possibilities. Just take a minute and think about that reading. Thank you.
Thank you, Marilyn. That was a wonderful prayer and such a good reading. I love how Spirit weaves this all together. Oh. And I want to say hello, beloved community. Welcome to the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living online. This Sunday only, I am coming to you live from Las Cruces. I'm Reverend Kamatara. My pronouns are she and her. And I am so grateful to be back from sabbatical. As some of you know, I was in Southern California doing a lot of healing work. It was so replenishing. And I can't thank all the folks enough who supported me to be able to take this time off and have a place to be, and everything that came together. It was so divinely guided and blessed. And for those of you who followed me on Facebook, whenever I posted little moments of Zen or reflections, I felt like I was in community, like you were all there with me, even though I was pretty much alone for a month. So I'm really happy to be back and re-engaging with the community. And I can't wait to see you next week in the new place. I'm so excited. I can't believe it's really here. It's March 1st. I'm still in shock. And also I'm sorry that I missed this whole transition. It happened so fast, and it was right exactly when my sabbatical was, but it's just been a wonder to behold from afar, following the progress in the newsletters and seeing so many volunteers kick in with all different skills and gifts, and some out in front and some behind the scenes, and just, cast of thousands that pull it all together to have closure in the old place and move into the new building. And as we just keep saying, so much appreciation. If we could just bless this moment and recognize the power of our community coming together and making this happen. It's amazing. It's something to revel in what's yet to be. And there's so much to look forward to. In fact, that has been my new favorite question lately, in lieu of small talk about the weather or hitting a landmine with current events. It's just been so uplifting to ask this question, because it always leads to something delightful. And people can be, as on surface or as deep as they want to go, but it's such a hope-filled conversation when you get to ask, what are you looking forward to? In fact, let's give it a whirl. whatever platform you're on, YouTube, Facebook, whatever you're tuning in with, will you type in the chat, what is something you are looking forward to? And you can take that question any way you want. It could be something big, it could be something small, it could be something deep, it could be something on the surface, it could be something now, it could be something way in the future. It could be like, I'm looking forward to what I'm eating for lunch today, or maybe there's a grand vision you have for this country, or maybe it's seeing your grandchildren, or going to hear the opera today, or walking in the sunshine, or seeing all the little buds on the trees. Well, it depends where you live, where you're tuning in from. In New Mexico, we're seeing buds on the trees. Oh, and so I can see our dear Robin is looking forward to a vacation. I'm sure a lot of the volunteers have been up to their eyeballs with stuff. Woo! Yes, are looking forward to a break. Oh, Crystal, you're starting your business. All right. And I can see Vince is excited about flowing and growing even more with an amazing full service partner. Yes, very excited, looking forward to the future. And keep them coming in. Feel free to keep typing. What are you looking forward to? And let's take a moment to even think. Isn't it wonderful to have something to look forward to? I mean, just savor that for a minute. To think, I have something to look forward to. Oh, and thank you, Karen. That first in-person service, yes, next week is something to look forward to. Oh, and a set opening on April 4th. That is exciting. And oh my goodness, from Fernando to continue to become a better version of myself. Yes, new beginnings, embracing newness, an art opening. I mean, just such exciting times. So think about what that does for you. What does that do for you to have something to look forward to? Oh, and thank you, KJ. Looking forward to a stronger, more creative spiritual journey in 2026 and birthday weekends. So yeah, here's the question. Go ahead and type in the chat. What does it do for you to have something to look forward to? Just take that in for a minute. What does it do for you to have something to look forward to? And think about that. Oh, it is exciting. Thank you, Liz. Think about what that does for you emotionally to have something to look forward to. Think about what that does for you cognitively, like for your brain. Think about how that feels. In fact, where does it land in your body when you say, I am looking forward to blank? You can feel it pulling your body forward, yes. But it's interesting to even contemplate, what does it mean for me to have something to look forward to? Yeah, I like that, Crystal, that it helps you focus. It creates peace. And from Vince, causes you to move your feet, like treat and move your feet. Like we say in the spiritual community, we do the spiritual mind treatment, like we set it into intention, and then we take action, we get going. Oh, and thank you, Carmela and Anjali, to be in a state of gratitude and to know, thank you, Susanna, it's working well. Look at this thing to look forward to. Oh, it's wonderful. And it does feel wonderful, and it feels healthy, because we're coming from a place of wholeness and hope to connect with hope, to look forward, to keep going. When we answer from our authenticity and sincerity, then we know. And yes, KJ, it does feel like being curious and being a child that's excited with these new gifts, or having that Christmas morning experience of, okay, what's going to happen next? Looking forward is so exciting. But some of us do this really interesting thing, especially when New Year's comes around or we're in times of transition. I recently heard Sadhguru say in his New Year's Day address, how can you expect to drive forward in life when you keep looking in the rearview mirror? Oh, I felt so busted at that moment. Especially on December 31st, New Year's Day, I was still in that space. In fact, I not only was looking in the rearview mirror, I probably had my parking brake on as well. Oh my gosh. But my sabbatical really helped me to see, which way was I looking? Was I still stuck in the past and holding on to that and not letting myself look ahead to so many wonderful things? So I do want to put a little caveat here. There is something to be said for taking the time to really look at our past and to sit with it, because maybe it's a moment to honor how far you've come and to give thanks for the journey and be like, wow, look at where we've been. Yes. Or maybe it's time to sit with the discomfort and grieve things that have stacked up like a 24-car pile. You're like, wow, yeah, I haven't been able to look at this, and gain clarity and grace and come to forgiveness and release those things that no longer serve our best and highest good. Yes, sometimes looking backwards is the thing to do. But I want to really emphasize that that is not done while trying to drive ahead. That is a particular period of mindful work, especially if it's release work or a moment to honor, like Crystal just said, to honor the time and effort that's spent and to be grateful for the growth that comes about because of it. Thank you. I love that. But that is work when we pause to do that. Because if we don't do that work, then that program will be running in the background all the time, draining our bandwidth, almost like a hidden map program that's just running all the time and just directing your mind to it, constantly looking in that rearview mirror as opposed to where you're headed. That can get really exhausting. And that can limit our capacity to move ahead if our attention is split or our bandwidth is drained. Yes. So I want to ask that question of you right now in your life. Which way are you looking most often? Is it to the past? Is there an area where you feel stuck? Because that's Spirit's way of trying to get your attention. There's some work to do. If anything catches you, or there's a barb, or it's charged, like, okay, then it's good to ask, is there anything that you can do about that in the now? In this present moment, is there anything that would help to metabolize, okay, this is what happened in the past? If yes, then great. What is that next action step? We treat and move our feet. Okay, I need to do this about this thing that happened in the past. That's great. Or if there's not anything that can be done about the past, it is what it is. Okay, then what would it take to let that thing go? To release that barnacle that feels stuck and to heal the wound that's underneath? What would it take to make peace with what is? And I feel like for me, that was kind of the pivotal moments that I've been having in January and February with the New Year's work and then sabbatical and getting to that place of peace. So that way I am able to be in the now, in the present moment where Liz feels she is right now. Thank you. And then to, as Crystal put it, laser focus forward. Yes. What would it take to start looking forward? What would support your faith to know that there is good right now and more good coming into your life? Now, that's not a popular message in society with all the doom and gloom and the death and destruction and the lack and the fear. But how do we pull ourselves out of the past and trust that the universe has us? Like Vince is saying in the chat, yeah, we're glancing in the rearview mirror to remember what brought us here, and then looking forward with wonder, amazing things that are right here, right now. This is divine right order. And do we have the faith to keep going? Even if we can't quite see the whole thing, we can see that next step, and then the next step, and the next step, and our faith is lifted. In fact, I love this quote from Estelle Frankel from The Wisdom of Not Knowing, Discovering a Life of Wonder by Embracing Uncertainty. That's an amazing title. She says, one of the essential tools of faith is imagination. Every journey into the unknown requires imagination. So that's how we shift. That's how we shift from the past into the now. That paves the way for the future. We do our work. We give thanks. We set clear intentions for the future, and we aim in that direction, and we hang on to our faith while it's all coming together. And Spirit is weaving, the master weaver that pulls it all together based on what we set into intention. We treat and move our feet. And when we get stuck, we use our spiritual tools. We lean into each other for support, and we allow God to do the heavy lifting, especially when we're in the in-between space of growth and change. And here we are. Here we find ourselves, this beautiful spiritual community, the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living, saying goodbye to so much past. Not only in the building on Alexander for a lot of us, but also for some of you, for our beautiful founders and veteran members. Some of you are even saying goodbye to the old building that was on Rio Grande. Yes. And now we're headed into RGCSL 3.0. There's so much faith and community and imagination and our collective ability to manifest what was not yet visible. You all came together as a community and offered your skills, your talents, your strengths, your vision, your know-how, your love for each other, your grace, your compassion, your blood, sweat, and tears. Hopefully not too much blood, maybe just lots of sweat, and maybe a few tears, to co-create this new expression. This is the power of collective imagination. So let's pause in this in-between space and look mindfully in the rearview mirror. I'm curious, go ahead and type in the chat. What will you miss about the old place on Alexander? Is there anything that you might miss about the previous incarnation? Are you attached to anything from the past RGCSL? In fact, while you're typing that, I want to challenge you. This is a great time. If you have anything that's stuck in any way with Rio Grande, with the ministers, with the practitioners, with the board, with the building, with an experience you had, whatever it is, this is a great time to resolve that, to sit with it, to honor it, to speak with a particular person that's coming forth to be known to you as you mindfully look in the rearview mirror and say, gosh, what am I going to miss? And can I square with that? And Liz, I hear you. The old bookstore we used to have was a pretty big space. And, what are we stepping into in the new space? Absolutely. And Dr. Michelle, yes. Oh, missing how close it is to your house. Yes. I'm missing that, Robin, missing that I could hide in Gil's office. Ooh, and explaining the treat and move your feet. Yes, so we call our version of prayer in this community spiritual mind treatments. And so sometimes we call them treatments for short. So we pray. And I know we have a lot of frustration when people say, oh, I'll send my prayers, I'll pray for you, but then there aren't actions taken. So we love to say in our spiritual community, we treat and move our feet. We both pray and take action. So things that we miss. Oh, missing all the doors. True, the new place. Yes, it's gonna be different. It is gonna be different. And can we grow into that? And Vince, having no attachments. There were great memories, huge lessons about how to be an authentic community where everyone participates. And yes, it was a bigger space and many entrances and lots of things that were coming different. Okay, and can we bless that and honor that experience we got to have and all the growth that we did in that place and all its messy goodness? And now let's pivot. For us, this is wonderful to get really clear with the past. Yes, I hear you, Crystal. Woo! So we're getting clear with the past and moving towards the future. We can cleanse the old and make the space in ourselves that's ready for the new. So we're not cluttered. We can clear out anything that's stuck and be ready to commit to this new expression of community, to be ready for what comes next. In fact, here's the new question for the chat. What are you looking forward to about this new iteration of Rio Grande, RGCSL 3.0? What are you looking forward to? And I get it. There might be some fears. There's fear of the unknown. This is a new expression. There's still some things that are unfinished. We did as much as we could before March 8th, a week from today. We'll have gotten as far as we can get, and it'll be ready for that first in-person service and more yet to come. But it's an interesting moment to think. Do I have anything that's unresolved? Do I have any fears that I may need to face going into this new community? Yes, goodbye, high rent, and hello. Looking forward to new outreach in a new neighborhood and new people who might be inspired to come. And thank you, Gil, being called into our expanded selves as community. And from Robin, like, what are the new connections and new communities? And it's exciting to step into the unknown and to have our community in the community. Very nice. Yes. And just so many outreach ministries in the streets out there, embracing opportunities for the youth to come and participate, more resources to devote to outreach, to have the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living be that community center. Remember all the times in our visioning practice that it came out, community center, community center, community center, community center. And for some folks, it is going to be a lot closer to their home, more centrally located. So I really want to encourage us to feel the feels, to honor what is coming up to be known, and then to step forward. What is this new vision that we are co-creating together for the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living? In fact, that's what our contemplative experience this morning will be in a little bit. We're going to go to a break in just a moment for an inspirational song with Susan Clark, and then we're going to have time to engage in a spiritual practice that is very powerful for guiding the way to the future, to help us to see what it is that we're looking forward to. So I hope that you personally have something to look forward to in your life, and that you feel that for RGCSL yet to come. So if you don't, could you commit to the next action step to release any past that feels stuck and to connect with something that gives you hope, something to look forward to in life? And as Mary Oliver so famously wrote in her poetry, tell me, what is it that you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? And what is it that we plan to do in this one wild and precious spiritual community? Thank you so much for coming together online this weekend, and to know with me that we are divinely guided and blessed in this next iteration of the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. Thank you. Let's go to our...
Hello, friends. Susan Clark with you to provide the music for your service. I picked out a song that was written by a very good friend of mine who lives up here in the mountains east of Albuquerque, just like I do. His name is David Schumann, and he's actually one of my favorite songwriters, but don't tell him because it might go to his head. Just kidding. Anyway, this song is called You've Got to Believe It to See It. Down in Mexico, as the story goes, there's an obelisk in stone with its origin unknown, some kind of passageway through the Milky Way where the Toltec mystics still roam. Don't bother trying to find it. If you were schooled in the West, 'cause you've got to believe it to see it.
That was wonderful, Susan. Thank you so much. Susan Clark, our Director of Musical Inspiration. Always inspiring. And I love what's happening in the chat. It really makes me wonder about New Thought, New Mexico epicenter at the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. I'm just throwing it out there. And this magic, this wonderment, this looking forward, it is what we do in the spiritual community to create our experience. In fact, in Science of Mind, which is this teaching, faith, philosophy, way of life that we do in this spiritual community, is based on a couple of core principles like we believes that Ernest Holmes pulled together. He is the founder of religious science. And one of those we believes is we believe in the direct revelation of truth through our intuitive and spiritual nature, and that anyone may become a revealer of truth who lives in close contact with the indwelling God. So there it is. We don't need an intermediary. We have a direct line to the divine, right? And so what we're going to do for our contemplative experience, we're going to dip our toes in the pool right now of visioning, not visualizing. Visualizing is me picturing what I think I want. Like I'm going to imagine the dream home that I want to move into, or I'm going to imagine how this job interview is going to go. And that's helpful. That's really good. That is important. But that's me driving the bus. What we do with visioning in this spiritual community is to let spirit drive the bus, or God, or the mystic great being, whatever words you want to put in there, the knowing that knows, tells me. That is visioning. And because we believe in direct revelation, that's why it works. It's not ego saying things. It is spirit speaking to our hearts. And Reverend Michael Beckwith, who really, pulled this together for us and made it crystal clear what this process was, he defines visioning as a spiritual practice distinct from goal setting that involves tuning into one's higher wisdom self to receive and align the divine purpose trying to emerge in their life. So what we're going to get into here is deep listening, not scripted, not visualizing, but receiving what comes to be known, what lies within as divinely guided. And the way this is typically done is that there's a mini opening prayer to just get us to drop down and into that space, the place where we know that we know. And then there's 4 to 5 questions that are typically like, what is Spirit's highest vision for blank? Okay. And here, you can do that for yourself, but I would love for us to focus on Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living and like, what is that? And then typically we ask, what's to be released? What's to be embraced? Like what has to go? What has to come in? What's mine to do? And then is there anything else that Spirit wants to say in this moment? That last question is always a zinger for me. I'm careful when I ask that question because woo, I've gotten some amazing answers. Okay, we'll take a deep breath when we get there. Then there's typically a closing prayer. And then at the end, people kind of cherry pick some greatest hits and we share out. And what people typically experience, it's all different. Some people might have a sensation in their body. There might be words that come to mind. There might be images. There might be a resonance, a feeling, a lifting, a buzz. There also could be absolutely nothing. And that's okay. There's no judgment. Even just being in the space of this is beautiful. It's helpful. It's wonderful. And we don't judge it. Whatever comes up, we're like, man, I don't know what that means, but it might mean something later. Some people like to write stuff down for each question so they can just, throw it down and, have it there and hold on to it. Some people say, no, I just want to have the whole experience of this. And later, whatever I remember is fine. And that's what I'll share. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to do the little prayer. I'm going to ask the question, and there's going to be some silent time. and that's okay. Just sit in it, allow things to happen or not happen, whatever that is. And when we get after the prayer is when we're going to share in the chat. So let's just stay in the zone. Don't type just yet. Stay in the zone. And then we'll share after the little mini closing prayer. All right. And we definitely want to focus on the next iteration of RGCSL. But you could revisit this moment online and do the exact same visioning for you. Isn't that exciting? Oh my gosh. All right. So if you have your paper, your pen ready, or whatever it is, we're going to take a moment to get centered. Get your body squared away so you're not, thinking about your body. So get comfortable, get grounded, get centered. Nice deep breath. And in this moment, in this place, I recognize the presence of that one loving source, the all that is. There's something sacred going on that is expressing as me, as you, as we, as us, all across the ethers, across time and space. This is the something sacred going on, the happening that is happening. And I raise my awareness. I go out into that awake awareness of that one loving source that is right here, right now. And in this openness, open heart, open mind, open hands, I open up to whatever it is that Spirit has to say in this moment to each one of us and as a collective, as this beautiful spiritual community that is the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living, that has come from all the beautiful people who came before, the people who are here now, and the people who have yet to connect with us. And we are all here right now in the quantum field in this moment. And so knowing this beautiful connection between us, in us, as us, through us, in the one heart, one mind, one love, I ask this question that speaks to each person's heart, each person who can hear the sound of my voice. It comes to you. What is Spirit's highest vision for this next iteration of the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living? What is Spirit's highest vision for RGCSL 3.0? And we sit back and we listen. Oh, and thank you, sweet Heavenly Spirit, for all that's been received in this moment. And then knowing that we are divinely guided and blessed, we take that next step into this knowing. We say, well, what is mine, me personally, what is mine to release for this manifestation to come about? What might I let go of? Is there anything in the way? What is mine to release for this manifestation to come about? And we listen. And I'm so grateful for all the information that's been received and comes to each one of us in this sacred time of collective imagination. We step deeper into this next question as we explore what is mine to embrace, me personally. What is mine to embrace that will support this manifestation to come about? Who am I becoming in this moment? What is mine to embrace? And we listen. Just overwhelmed with gratitude for all that we're each receiving. And I can already feel the Master Weaver pulling this all together in the collective. And so I'm going to ask a more pointed question that maybe refines this last question. And I ask Spirit, what is mine to do? The last question was who am I becoming? That's a being question. But let's think about, in this new iteration, the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living, RGCSL 3.0, what is mine to do? And we listen. Mm. All right. And now, it's just a heart filled with wonder and joy and gratitude for access to the infinite possibilities in this moment. I ask this last question in our visioning. And this is the wild card. This is the one where we open our hands and say, okay, Spirit, hit me with it. Is there anything else Spirit wishes to make known to me at this time? It's the free, open question. It's the free space for Spirit to speak forth. Is there anything else Spirit wishes to make known to me at this time? And we listen. And we take this moment not only to give thanks, but to hold on to all that was received in this moment, to know that it's divinely guided and blessed. And we set our intention. This is the treatment, the spiritual mind treatment, the affirmative prayer, the moment when we are coming together for our best and highest good, to trust the universe is all bringing this together in ways expected and unexpected, and that everything that has come to us to be known is this amazing mosaic tile work of art that we could not do alone. This is the power of the collective imagination, the co-creation of spirit, and all that we have experienced in the past, all the people who have come before, and all the places that have come before, all being woven together in this beautiful spiritual community beyond anything we could have imagined or done or been by ourselves. This is it, the sacred happening that is happening in the here and now with us. This beautiful, beloved spiritual community, and knowing that it comes together in divine right order in ways that are perfect, whole, and complete, not only for the individuals that are community members at the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living, but also this entity, this beautiful spiritual community center, for this neighborhood, and for this community of Albuquerque, for the state of New Mexico, for the United States, and around the globe. The love in action that we are is happening in this epicenter and shooting out all over and lifting up all around the world. And I give thanks for this sacred time together, for this knowing, for all the ways that it manifests in our lives and in each other's lives as we share the journey, and all the ways that we bring love and hope and something to look forward to into people's lives to lift each other up and keep going forward. And so knowing that absolutely everything is in divine right order now. I bless this moment. I bless each person. I bless this center. And I bless what's coming next. And know that it is all good and very good. And go ahead and say with me in your home, in your heart, and so it is. Así es. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. And I look forward to seeing you all.
Thank you so much, Kamatara. Whew, let's do some hands for here. Thank you so much. Wow. Whew. Well, I hope we'll get to hear from some folks about what may have come up. Maybe we should have them type some things in the chat in the surface.
So much. Do you have some greatest hits? Is there like one or two top drawer moments?
Yeah. Wow.
How about you, Reverend Gil? Do you have something to kick us off?
Well, let me see. My thing to let go of is getting caught in lack.
Yes. Letting go of lack, yes. My letting go one was about letting go about what it has to look like.
Right. Yep. Yep. Yep.
The song that keeps running through my head, because sometimes I get songs, is Be Here Now with George Harrison, very famous Beatle. If you haven't heard that song, Vince and I have really been grooving on that song. And when we get kind of embroiled in conditions, we're like, wait, let's listen to that. And let's, yeah. Oh, there's some things rolling in the chat. Why don't you go for it?
No, go ahead. Share it.
Oh, is that okay? So seeing things about, yes, new beginning, that it's love to all. The highest vision is community, prosperity, and outreach. Yes, thank you, Lisa.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah.
Powerful stuff. Well, I would just like to hit on a couple of things. First of all, I think I discovered why nobody could hear Jessie Powers, because I think it was only me that couldn't hear her. And the rest of the people might have been able to hear her. Because my
There
computer
were moments. The last time you pressed play, we heard it for a bit.
Yes.
But honestly, going to our Facebook page, the YouTube page, or our website to catch the whole video is just wonderful. I remember when she was a teen at teen camp and just starting out. She's one of my favorite New Thought musicians. I could not wait to have her powerful music that she wrote and she produced in the house.
We had somebody helping us move yesterday that said that they were thinking about going up to Santa Fe to see her and didn't realize she was going to be here with us on Fridays.
And she's going to be in Las Cruces also at the Center for Spiritual Living. So no matter where you are, go see her. Santa Fe,
Right.
Las Cruces. And that's part of what makes us, I'm just going to throw it out there, the New Mexico New Thought epicenter, because we are right in the middle of that. And as people drive through, that's what happens.
That's what happens.
Thank you, Lisa, for sharing more in the chat for release. Yes, releasing judgment, preferences, my own particular vision. Yes, I feel that. And predetermined outcomes. Yeah. Letting it have a life of its own. Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to just invite us all to hold in prayer all that's going on. I know there was another shooting last night or this morning, early this morning in Cincinnati. In Cincinnati? Is that right? Yeah. Cincinnati. And just holding this space for the world, for what's happening in Iran, for what the U.S. is doing, what Israel is doing, and just holding that and holding peace around it, holding love and light around it, and trusting that somewhere, somehow, this is coming forth and bringing forth good. So thank you for joining me in that. I really appreciate it. So we have a closing song from Susan. I think we hit on all the announcements pretty clearly. We're excited about next week. I want to remind everybody to check out your weekly newsletter. Check out some of those things. I'm gonna put up our donation link after the song. So if you would like to make a donation, it's going to be the QR code. You can just use your phone and click on it. And
That is so helpful too, especially while you know what it's like when you're moving. Oh
yes.
my gosh. It's so anything, like your regular donation, and if you have something else that you could share, it would be so helpful in this moment, because I do understand, yes, the rent is a little less where we're going, but we still are in the middle of this transition time. So we really appreciate your normal giving and anything else that you can spare. And I'm sure there's also volunteer opportunities to help us be totally ready, well, as ready as we can be for March 8th, a week from today, in person. So please look at the
just note on that, there may be something coming out, inviting people on a particular day to come and help. We have a lot of unpacking to do.
Yes.
And then putting things away to the extent that we can, and figuring out exactly where things go. Because
how many chairs can we fit in there for March 8th?
Well, I don't know. Where should this go? I don't, we thought it was going to go over there. So anyway, so it's a process.
Yeah.
So everybody, thank you so much for being with us today. Had a nice group of people with us today. We have 9 hearts today on our service. Thank you. And
yes, I appreciate the interaction in the chat too, that we were all having this moment together. So it was all of us co-creating the talk and the visioning and the whatnot. And if you have more that you wrote down that you want to email, you can send it to kamataralove@gmail.com, or you can send it to revgo@rgcsl.org. You could share with us more if you'd like to.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank Susan Clark for singing us out tonight or today. And thank you all for being with us. And here we go.
It's time for our closing song. And I picked out a song by Ricky Byers, and just wanted to remind you that Ricky will be with us at Solid Grounds in May. Stay tuned for all the details about that. We've done this song many times. We haven't done it for a while, and I thought it would be a good one to remind us of who we have been and who we will be. Hope you have a great Sunday. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am Thank you.